Hello, I'm John Bachman. Welcome to this Newsmax Now update. President Obama is chairing a UN Security Council meeting set to start any moment now. This after the U.S. and the coalition of nations began combating ISIS targets in Syria. Here's a live look into the UN Security Council chambers. Also today, that coalition is growing. The Netherlands announcing they'll send 6 F-16 fighter jets to fight ISIS in Iraq and Syria. And coming up here momentarily, President Obama is expected to propose a resolution that would prosecute nationals who fund terror organizations or travel abroad to join Islamic fighters. Well, the Security Council meeting follows President Obama's address at the UN General Assembly earlier today. Mr. Obama says now is the time for the world to choose between fear or hope.
The only language understood by killers like this is the language of force. So the United States of America will work with a broad coalition to dismantle this network of death.
Well, the president highlighted the fact that dozens of nations have joined the coalition. One more, as we mentioned. U.S. military forces continue their airstrikes today, hitting ISIS targets in Iraq and Syria. Also, British Prime Minister David Cameron says he may ask Parliament to reconvene and consider joining the airstrike campaign. Well, the French government says the beheading video released today of one of its citizens is real. French President Francois Hollande is confirming the killing of a French hostage in Algeria. The group is calling itself Jund al-Khalifa, which is linked to the Islamic State. They said they abducted the guy here, Hervé Gurdel, and they would kill him if it is based in northern Africa, and their name means the soldiers of the caliphate. Over in Syria, the terror network known as the Khorasan Group is mourning the loss of its leader. Several reports say Mushin al-Fadli was killed in Monday. Officials say they were planning a 9/11-style terror attack against the U.S. or Europe. And Dick Morris, the former advisor to President Bill Clinton, says President Obama wants a one-party nation.
He wants to stack the deck so that no Republican or conservative can ever win an election. And it's not by persuading the American people. That would be legit. That's kosher. It's by bringing in millions of immigrants to screw up the voter rolls. It's by massive voter fraud with no photo ID so that he can use Acorn volunteers to produce artificial results.
Morris is out with a new book called Power Grab. You see, talking to Steve Malzberg yesterday. In the meantime, a new Gallup poll shows that a majority of Americans in the U.S. want a third political party to emerge. 58% of respondents say the current two-party system does own probe into the Ray Rice domestic abuse scandal. I'm John Bachman. Another update coming up for you in 30 minutes. Now back to the Steve Malzberg Show, hosted by Joe Kasha, today in New York.